Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your girl LaTonya MeChelle, and I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. I have been doing interviews, going live all day long. It's been a crazy schedule since early this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode, the second episode of Naked and Living Your Truth. For those who are trying to figure out what exactly is Naked and Living Your Truth about, well, I, being who I am, LaTonya MeChelle, if you do not know me, I am a love coach. I am a media personality and I'm a speaker. Well, I'm always looking for things to get people to thinking. I'm a big Black man advocate, and I've been a Black man advocate for a long time. And I had taken a break from working with Black men. Well, not from working with them, but just being public with it and all of that stuff. And recently dealing with my Black male clients and also my Black male friends, I realized that it was time to come back and give you all a platform. Now, Naked and Living Your Truth is not a regular show that I will be doing all the time. This is just like a 2-week thing, and I have invited different Black men, some that I've never met. Even in our intro, I do not go into any details. So what you guys are hearing for the first time, I'm also hearing for the first time for so many. And that's why I love what I do, because I'm very authentic, I'm very candid, and I think that makes better conversations. So I created this platform as an avenue for men to talk, for me to ask questions. Some of the men that you'll see on here are my clients, some aren't. So it should be pretty interesting. Once we're finished with this project, one of my Honeybuns chat series, we will take a break and then we'll come back with other topics. I want to talk to the LGBT community. I want to talk to pastors. I want to talk to so many different people and everything. So it's not just about Black men. It just so happened that this is the time that I'm giving them credits. I did a post a couple weeks ago, and this is kind of how this came about. And I want to read the post to you all. I recently had a conversation with a male friend where I expressed how I had to put my own feelings on hold in order to consider the feelings of someone I care about. Even though he had pissed me off, I talked about the importance of letting him know that I had his back and that he was appreciated, even in the midst of a storm. I also talked about how I get that being a man doesn't mean he always has to have all the answers. I still respect him, even when they don't, even though most men feel like they must. My friend then asked me if it was normal or wrong for a man to desire such reassurance. Hearing him ask actually hurt my feelings, because it made me think, why would anyone think that men don't deserve to be reassured? Yes, it's absolutely normal. Men are humans just like women, and they have needs. They have the need of reassurance, encouragement, and the knowledge that there are people who care about them without experience perfection. I felt like he was holding his breath in anticipation of my response, and when he heard it, it was like he started breathing freely again. What is really going on with our Black men, and what part are we playing as Black women? I'm seeing and watching Black men who are emotionally abused, and it's the ones that are well respected. Some of it comes from what they put on themselves to fit a mold that was never designed to fit them in the first place. Some of it comes from their past, or even the women that they have chosen throughout their lives. The suits, nice clothes, great jobs, money, God-fearing, intelligent conversations ain't fooling me. It's time for y'all to get naked and love and live in your truth. I'm sorry, I can't read my own writing. It's time for you guys to get naked and live in your truth. You are you for real. What everyone else thinks you owe yourself, it doesn't matter. No, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. You owe yourself to be true to you. And that's how Naked and Living Your Truth come about. We launched the first show earlier today at 12 o'clock with my homeboy, Leroy Dodd. Leroy will be back next week. We're going to carry on the series. I gave him an assignment, and his question was, what can Black women or women do to help a Black man break the barriers of him being free to be himself? So we'll be talking about that Tuesday at 12 o'clock. But today I have a new guest. I met this man for the first time 5 seconds ago, and I'm excited to hear what he has to say. So bring into my virtual studio, Mr. Glen Gray III. Hello, sir.
How you do?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Happy holidays all the way around the board.
Huh?
I said happy holidays all the way around the board.
Thank you. Where are you calling in from?
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. I know all about the DMV. I really call that home. I lived there for like 20-something years. I've been gone for like 7. I miss it. My son is there. My grandson's there. My closest friends are there. So the DMV will always be home for me.
I swear for a Lord, born and raised.
I probably really should be playing go-go in the background, huh?
You could if you want to.
So, Mr. Gray, tell me about you. Tell me why you felt that you would be a great guest on my show.
I mean, I've been through, trials and tribulations for myself. I have a beautiful woman. She's standing beside me 100%. Her daughter, you know what I'm saying? We going on 2 years now. But the fact of the matter is, you know what I'm saying? We've been handling the business. But, even before that, I was, you know what I'm saying, in shelters and things of craziness and all that type of shit. And, I had to deal with the deal. You feel me?
So are you willing to talk about how you got to the shelters and how that life was?
I could have. Okay, so I'm an Army brat. So in that no being said,
I'm an Air Force brat. So okay.
I'm an Army brat. You know what I'm saying? My mother, she's still in the military. So this year.
But wait, let me ask you a question. Is there any way that you have a stronger light? Because it's very hard for them to see you. No, that's it?
Yeah, because I'm in the car.
Okay.
I apologize.
That's fine. Okay, back to your mother being in the military, about to retire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? One thing about that young lady right there, she taught me how to do it for myself.
Your mother taught you this?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So when that no being said, like even with her not being in my picture, you know what I'm saying? She gave me them tools for me to float and do what I do.
Okay.
And I went through that and pretty much coached my nephews, my little brothers, all of them. I coached them to do what they do to handle their business.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you because you reached out to my show. And so I'm not sure if you did any research on LaTonya MeChelle, but I'm one of those who's very straightforward, very bold. And I want us to be able to talk where people that are listening and watching are going to be inspired. And you're telling us something, that we're talking about stuff with substance and everything and stuff. So can you tell me about what is it that makes you naked and living in your truth? Like, what have you been through, or tell us something about you, the person.
Well, I went for myself for a couple of years, working, striving, trying to make sure everything was all good, and pretty much trying to take care of my child. He's 11 now, but the fact about it is, what I'm saying, just moving and going from place to place. But at the end of the day, I'm paying my way. You feel me?
Okay. So do you have a unique story? Let's talk about being an army brat. I was a military brat. I've lived all over the world and everything and stuff. So let's talk about. Let me ask you a question. How old are you? Can you share your age?
I'm 39.
You're how old?
39.
39. I thought you said 79. I was like, and your mama just retired? Okay. So you're 39. What are some of the locations that you've lived at?
Some of the locations I lived at?
You said you were a military brat. I mean, an army brat. Where are some of the
What?
countries or locations
You
that
talking about traveling? Nah. My mother went over there.
You've never traveled?
I mean, I have, but I haven't. Not like she has. No.
Where are the places that you've been?
The places I've been? Cairo.
Okay. Egypt?
Yes.
Did you go to high school there, or what you?
No. Just traveling. Just being there. Period.
Okay. Did you you said you were an army brat. Did you travel with your mom at all?
No, my mother, she wanted to go over there. I don't want to move over there like that. She wanted to go to Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, all that. I'm not trying to go over there.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand. You said that you were an army brat. So normally when you say that you're an army brat, that means that you were raised by someone in the military or whatever, and you lived a certain life. For example, I was a military brat. My dad was in the military, and I've lived in different countries, Spain, Japan, different states and everything and stuff. So
that's wonderful. Thank you. That's nice.
So I'm trying to understand. So as an army brat, did you live on military bases? Did you?
No, my mother. So she took herself from being. She wasn't a soldier. Okay. My mother was not a soldier. But when she went over to Iraq and Afghanistan and all that, they had to teach them to be soldiers over there.
So was she a military? Was she in the military or she wasn't in the military?
Department of Defense.
Okay, so that's a little different. Okay. So let's talk about you. So you saw the advertisement for this show, Naked and Living Your Truth or whatever. And the show is about giving Black men an opportunity to talk about the things that they've been through and all of this stuff. And so in talking about themselves, maybe a story that's going to inspire us or give us to think, or we need something to talk about. And so you wrote in. So my question to you is, what is your story like?
Well, my story, young lady, I just, I just try to coach my young males and my young females of what's going on out here, because I'm so blessed to be at this age to actually talk the way I want to talk to a person. So
how is that? Like, let's talk about you and the way that you talk to people and everything. How is that? Because we don't know you, so we're trying to get to know you. We're trying to.
I just try to tell a person, you way better, you're doing better, you're going to do better. Everything, just you know what I'm saying. Look out for the goodness in life. For real, like honestly, I've been blessed myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I done went through a shelter and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a shelter for like over a year and went through hotels, two of them. One was down there on Rhode Island and 14th. The other one was on New York Avenue. And I ended up getting my own spot. I got my own spot.
Can we talk about how did you get to the shelters, or what happened that you ended up?
I mean, at the end of the day, I ain't want to be with nobody or nothing. If this is what I gotta go through, then this is what I gotta go through.
Okay. So, okay, sir. So I don't let me just tell you something. So the purpose of this show is really to have in-depth conversation. And I promise you, I respect everything that you've been through, and I understand everything that you've been through. But I really, really need to have conversations with people where we can go in depth and we could talk about things with substance. And there's so many people out here who talks about their coaching and all of that stuff. And we need to have something with substance to carry on the show. And I'm not saying that you don't believe me. I respect you or whatever, but it's significant because this is people from all over are watching this. People are looking for answers. Okay. People are looking for, they're looking for answers. And I respect that. Excuse me?
I said I respect that.
Yeah. And so I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste the time of the show and the purpose of the show to just not really talk about things that's really going to help, and just for people just to say, they want people to be good or whatever. And please don't take me the wrong way. But if you have something different, hello?
No, I see. No, the light went off. Excuse me.
If there's some lessons that you can teach or some healthy advice you can give, I will keep the show going. But if not, I'm gonna have to stop the show because I'm very about making a difference. I'm very about.
Am I saying things that's wrong?
You're not saying anything wrong, sir, but you're not really saying anything. No offense, but like, what do you want? I mean, you have a story, or do you want to tell the story? Or I can't see you because your light is off, so I need to see you. Sir, this is a very serious show, and so I take what I do. I take it very seriously.
No. I apologize. I apologize about the light and all that, but no disrespect. Truly, no disrespect.
Can you turn the light back on?
If you feel no, it's not gonna come back on.
Okay.
If you feel like you want to hang up, then you can. But I appreciate you and the opportunity you gave me.
Okay.
To talk to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Like, seriously, thank you.
No problem. You have a good night, and I'm sending you, your family, and everything many blessings. But I'm going to cut this short, and I hope you continue to tune in, and I hope you could give us feedback of what you're getting.
Oh, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back in tune with you. Best believe me. I'm gonna get back in tune with you.
Okay. You have a great day, sir.
You do the same.
And I will talk to you soon.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks. Well, everybody, if you know LaTonya MeChelle, you know how I move. I take what I do in all aspects very, very seriously. I do not want to waste anybody's time. and I definitely don't want to waste my time. I created this show because it was important for me to let the world hear the conversations that I hear with the Black men expressing themselves, feeling like they are not getting respected, not getting listened to, that their thoughts doesn't matter, and so many different things and stuff. There's so many things that we could be talking about. So I'm going to say this. Um, I'm going to say this. I have additional slots. There's some Black men who have reached out to my team and have said that they wanted to be on the show. I'm here to tell you, do not waste our time. Do not waste our time. Do not send us these emails and say I'm interested. And when we send you the emails, you don't reply back. Don't come on my show sitting here just trying to talk and you're not talking about anything. Listen, I do this and I'm very serious about this. It doesn't change. I don't change. I'm always the same or whatever for the most part. If you guys, it's not just this incident. It's a couple other incidents. This is not for Facebook just to say I'm doing something and I want to be seen or whatever. Please, if you're going to hit us up, we're just looking for serious inquiries who really are about making a difference, who are about expressing themselves. I can get my homeboys on here and fill up my whole schedule and talk about substance and stuff, but I'm trying to open it up for different people. And I'm trying not to, because I always constantly hear people say, you just do certain people, you just use experts, you just use certain, you don't give people a chance. I do give people a chance. And this is the reason why. It's so crazy because my man basically was just like, are you screening these people? And I basically told him, no, I'm giving everybody a chance, but it makes sense now. You guys, it's your girl, LaTonya MeChelle. I promise you next week, next Tuesday, next Wednesday, next Thursday, for 2 more weeks, we will have Black men on here who are willing to talk about and ready to talk about naked and living your truth, and who are willing to be authentically and transparent and raw, and to talk about themselves and their thoughts, and put stuff out here for people to actually really think. It's your girl, LaTonya MeChelle. It's your girl, LaTonya MeChelle. It's your girl, LaTonya MeChelle. Follow me, LaTonyaMeChelle.com. Follow me on Instagram, LaTonya MeChelle. Join my mailing list. Y'all, I have so much things that we're up to. LaTonya MeChelle Experiences. It means something. Not because it's my name, not because it's me, but we do truly make a difference. And I advise you, I challenge you to give us a chance. It's your girl, LaTonya MeChelle. Let me just say something right quick. Let me see if I can see any of the messages. I don't have mine since I'm here. Shout out to, oh my gosh, who's watching? Let me put my glasses on, y'all. Don't laugh at me when I put my grandma glasses on. Chaz, thank you, honey. Thank you for watching. Anybody else is watching everywhere else, I promise you, tune in to next week, 12 o'clock on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I will be bringing Leroy Dodd back at 12 o'clock, and we'll be touching on different topics. At 5 o'clock, I will have different men talking about themselves and expressing themselves. So if you would like to be a guest, hit us up, info@LaTonya MeChelle. You have a great day. Deuces.